So hello there and welcome back to the channel. This is Mel's Gaming here with another Way of the Hunter video. Now this video was recorded during the early access period for Tikamoon Plains, so a huge thank you to Nine Rocks Games and the Way of the Hunter team for allowing me to take part in this early access. Now in this video we're going to be going over the patch notes, changes, new equipment and basically just all the new stuff that is coming to Way of the Hunter with the Tikamoon Plains update. And we're starting off here on the main menu screen, and you can see that this has actually changed. It now has the continue option and then story and free hunt being new options. So this was really interesting. So taking a look at what it says under story, it says each map has a predetermined character with their story to share. Your player profile and animal economy are shared with free hunt mode. So there's now a story and a free hunt mode. So if you want to do the story missions, you're going to have to play in story. But scrolling down to free hunt mode, and you can see you can decide which character you prefer to play as. Objectives aren't available, brackets, story, jobs and tasks. Your player profile and animal economy are shared with story mode, and available only after completing onboarding in story mode. So I think it's basically just as soon as you've done the tutorial, I think that you should then be able to go to free hunt, and then you can play as any character on any map. You're not going to be locked to only playing, say, River Nox on Nez Perce Valley. You can play as a female character on Nez Perce Valley if you wish, which is really, really nice, as I know that this is something that people had complaints about, and I think it's really cool that they've actually done this and allowed us to be able to choose which character we want to play as on the different maps. Really nice just to have that as an option. And also you can see on this main menu screen, we do have a very different animal here on the screen. Instead of the normal mule deer that always used to be here, this time there is an elk. And we'll talk about this a little bit more later when we actually go through the patch notes, but this will actually change depending on which map you're on, and there's different animals that will actually show up now on the loading screen, which is really, really fantastic because it gives you such a nice look at the models. I mean, this elk is absolutely gorgeous, and it was one of course, one of the first things I noticed when booting up the game and seeing that new loading screen. So taking a look under free hunt, and we have a completely new UI. So you can see it gives you the option to choose your character, and there are several. You've obviously got the main story characters, but you also have April and Wallace as well. So this is really, really fantastic. Like I said, you can choose any one of these characters, male or female, on any one of the maps. You can also then choose the difficulty, which is really, really awesome, and you can change that for whatever map you're going to play on at whatever time. Now, not only can you change the difficulty here as well, but there has been the addition of a new difficulty setting called Hiker. Now with Hiker, the description is a short session, a breezy hunt or a relaxing hike. Photo mode has an extended range. All animal bodies are highlighted in the world after death. Blood trails are highlighted for easier tracking, and blood splatters appear far more often. Animal senses very low. Now, in my opinion, I think this is a fantastic addition to actually see. For people that want to play the game just more casually, that aren't maybe looking for that more sim-like experience, for people that are maybe new to hunting games, or people that have never played Way of the Hunter before and just want to get a taste of it before moving on to the higher difficulties, there's so many reasons that, in my opinion, this is a fantastic addition. Honestly, I could just go on and on. Hopefully this will encourage more people to play the game because it won't feel necessarily as intimidating as some of the higher difficulties might. So I think this is really all round just a fantastic decision by the devs to add just another difficulty setting that just makes things really, really simple and easy, and, you know, gives you all of that extra help. So really, really pleased to see that. But now moving on to take a look at the patch notes. And this is going to be quite a long segment of this video, so please do bear with, but there is a lot of patch notes to go through. So Tikamoon Plains DLC is out now. Well, it will be on August 11th, but of course this is in early access. So this is going to be all of the patch notes that were actually given here in this update. So Tikamoon Plains DLC Update 1.24. Explore diverse landscapes from windy mountains mountains to deadly deserts and vast savannas teeming with life. Join Malachi, a professional hunting guide, as he leads a group of adventurers through the thrilling world of Tikamoon Plains, inspired by the African wilderness. Equip yourself with a wide selection of firearms, hunting bows, and gear to hunt for the best trophies and decorate your hunting lodge while immersing yourself in the daily routines of unique wildlife. Welcome to Tikamoon Plains. Whether you explore by car, UTV, or on foot, Tikamoon Plains offers a surprising range of biomes, from lush green grasslands and riverside forests in the southeast, to the dry savannas with scattered trees and bushes to the mountainous and desert regions in the west. Abundant wildlife. Life flourishes throughout Tikamoon Plains, particularly in the grasslands, where water sources attract various species like black wildebeest, common warthog, and Egyptian geese. In these grasslands, you may also encounter mighty Cape buffalo, although they primarily inhabit the savannas, where they search for food and find shade under trees. Observing blue wildebeest, gemsbok, and spotted hyenas in their natural habitats is truly impressive, but be cautious, as the king of the animal kingdom, the lion, controls the plains. The grasslands and deserts are home to animals like the greater kudu, but if you venture into the mountains, you are more likely to find animals like the honey badger. Then just scrolling down a little bit further, and it says, despite their mysterious and deadly nature, even the desert areas present hunting opportunities. The swift and agile gemsbok thrive in this dry environment, and you may also encounter spotted hyenas who have adapted special skills to survive. A new Way of the Hunter experience. Each hunting ground in Way of the Hunter offers a unique experience, but Tikamoon Plains introduces entirely new African environments, including the savanna and deserts. Additionally, bows have been added as a new class of weapons and require a different hunting approach than firearms. Exercise caution when using them, hunter. Now, Tikamoon Plains DLC is available in all digital stores for $9.99, €9.99, or £7.99. Now, it will be available, like I mentioned, on August 11th. August 11th is the release date for Tikamoon Plains, and of course all of the updates that are going to be coming alongside that, all of these fixes and changes and tweaks that we're going to take a look at right now as we go through the 1.24 patch notes. So let's get right into it. So, added compound bows, Sky Ferren Wonder, Sky Gavi, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, Gavi maybe, Wonder, brackets Tikamoon Plains DLC only, Sky Vortex Lock-On, brackets Tikamoon Plains DLC only, and Sky Vortex Switch, brackets Tikamoon Plains DLC only. So 3 of the bows you're only going to be able to get if you have the Tikamoon Plains DLC, and one of them you should be able to get regardless of whether you actually own Tikamoon Plains or not. It's just coming with the update, basically. Then there is bow sights. There is the Zoom XD Triumph and the Overguard Perfect Mount Red Dot. There has also been the addition of Free Hunt single player mode with character selection, and the new difficulty Hiker, which we also took a look at just now. Also added, animal charging behaviour. Most animals can attack when the player gets too close to them, brackets lower probability, or when they are hurt, brackets higher probability. Charge sometimes, American black bear, brown bear, Cape buffalo, honey badger, Kodiak bear, and mule deer. Charge rarely, Alaska moose, fallow deer, lion, Rocky Mountain elk, Roosevelt elk, spotted hyena, and western moose. And charge very rarely, American badger, bighorn sheep, common warthog, Eurasian badger, greater kudu, golden jackal, mountain goat, red deer, roe deer, Sitka deer, white-tailed deer, wild boar, and wood bison. So lots and lots of species are going to have the ability to go aggressive and actually come after us. And it's going to be more likely that they do that if they are wounded, which is incredible. And Jackie and Malachi have become playable in multiplayer. Parking spots have been added on the hunting map. Map appropriate animal portraits in the main menu. So when I said, going from different maps, you'll now have the different animal that shows up on the loading screen. So we had the elk this time because I had been on Nez Perce Valley. So that can change if you've been on Tikamoon Plains. I've seen it be a lion. I've seen it be a wildebeest. So it can be a couple of different things. And added new radio stations. Now moving on to the next bit, and we have tweaked. So beginning looking at the tweaked things, we have main menu design and flow. Again, we took a look at that in the very beginning of this video, taking a look at how it's been changed. Difficulty descriptions, added a difficulty selection wizard for first time players. Distance from which animal calls can be heard, 330 meters for hiker/explorer, 300 meters for adventurer, and 280 meters for hunter/ranger. Hunting log. Real life date has been added to each log entry, and actions next and previous have been flipped. Radio stations based on location. Camera bobbing when crouch walking on a slope. Hunter sense ballistic info. Hit indicator changes colour if the projectile will hit the target while in the ideal hit energy range. And multiplayer, improved vehicle responsiveness and driving experience, especially on the client side, with fewer teleportation issues. So a good number of tweaks there, and some really, really nice ones in there, just changing and basically almost fixing a couple of issues and just making things better. So that's really, really nice to see. Now let's move on to the fixed bugs, issues, and other stuff that's basically needed fixes. So fixed. Perk. In earshot. Animal calls can be heard from 400 meters, brackets hiker/explorer, 370 meters, brackets adventurer, and 340 meters, brackets hunter/ranger. Inaccurate hunter sense analysis when using binoculars. Occasional inability to claim Hollywood, rabid fox, and other animals. A different animal displayed in the claim screen. Fatally wounded animals dying under the terrain. Small game teleporting when being shot from CCA 550 meters. Visual issues with the main menu mule deer. Multiplayer, host markers deleting when client creates a new one. Micro stuttering during certain missions. Females with 1-star trophy rating in taxidermy assistant. Surf scoters flying in circles on the ground. Need zones out of level boundary in Transylvania. And old vehicles sometimes staying on the map after a recall. So again, lots of nice fixes there already. And then just scrolling down to just see the last couple of fixes, we have minor environmental issues and localization issues have also been fixed. So a ton of tweaks, changes and fixes, all for the positive, and I'm really, really pleased to see this many patch notes to actually go through. Really fantastic to see that not only are we getting new content with this update, but we are getting so many changes and fixes. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, taking a look at the new equipment actually in-game so you can see the prices of everything and just take a look at the actual items in-game. So we have the Sky Vortex Lock-On and the Sky Vortex Switch, which are basically just different colour variants of the same bow, and then the Sky Ferren Wonder. Now, the Sky Ferren Wonder is class 2 to 5, whereas the Sky Vortex Switch and the Sky Vortex Lock-On are classes 2 to 6. So you may as well use one of the Sky Vortex Switch or the Sky Vortex Lock-On in my opinion, because they literally just cover the extra animal class. So I don't see really a benefit to using the Sky Ferren Wonder when it just doesn't cover class 6, whereas the Switch and the Lock-On actually do end up covering class 6. But some really, really beautiful bows. The Sky Vortex Switch is personally my favourite. I really, really love the black and red coloration to it, and the design for this bow looks absolutely awesome. I would use this bow in real life if it was given to me. What a fantastic looking piece of kit. And I love this option now with Way of the Hunter where you can actually take a look at in-game equipment in this inspect screen, because we can appreciate the detail actually in the model for this bow. It is really, really fantastic. fantastic, and I cannot wait to actually take it out on some hunts and try it out and see just how well it actually performs. It certainly looks the part, so I really hope it performs the part as well. Really, really cool to see that these have been added to the game. I know a lot of people wanted to see compound bows being added, so super, super excited for that. And then moving over to attachments, we did see in the patch notes that there was going to be a couple of sights for the bows. So we have the Overguard Perfect Mount Red Dot and the Zoom XD Triumph. So actually interesting to see a red dot sight. I wasn't expecting a red dot sight for the bows. I was just expecting maybe a 3-pin and a 5-pin sight. But I actually am really, really pleased to see a red dot mount as well. That's really nice. And both of these are very, very cheap. The bows were really reasonably priced as well, and then you have these being very, very cheap too. So again, you will have been able to see the in-game price as I purchased them. So yeah, just showing off these new pieces of equipment. And I like both of them. I have tested both of them just to have a look at them, and I think both are really, really nice. I prefer the red dot, and that's probably the one that I'm going to be using, but both are really nice and functional. And then taking a look, there is one boundary pass that you can purchase for this map, which is the Rapturous Refuge Private Pass. So there is one area that you can actually purchase to unlock, and I imagine if you do the story missions, there'll probably be a way to unlock it through the missions, as there normally is with these different areas of private land, but there is just the one similar to on Aurora Shores. So if you want to save up for that, you can see the price on screen just as I purchased it there. So you now know how much these different items are going to cost, and you'll be able to go and hunt and save up for them if you wish to purchase them when this releases. But that is going to be it for this video. A lot of information to cover in this one, so I hope I have, given you guys a good idea of what's coming in this update. And we'll be taking a look in some other videos at like the animals and actually hunting on the map and stuff, but I wanted to just do this video to talk about all the other changes and of course go through the patch notes and stuff, because I think it's really important, because there has been so much that has gone into this update. But that is going to be it for this video, so thank you so much for watching and for all your support as always, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.